Hi, this is Michael, and this is my review of the Mira kitchen scale model ST-75. This is a nice compact little kitchen scale. It's got a stainless steel top on it. It comes with two AAA batteries which just get inserted into the bottom of the scale. These are those inexpensive, sort of typically called heavy-duty type batteries. These kind of leak if you're not careful. If you leave them in inadvertently for months and months at a time, they have more of a tendency to leak, so you might want to replace those right off the bat with alkaline batteries of a little higher quality. In any case, we do have a stainless steel top here, two simple buttons. The button on the left is the on, off, and tare button, and tare is how you zero out the scale prior to measuring something. So if you wanted to measure something on a plate, you would put the plate on there, turn it on, and then tare it to zero before you put your item that you wanted to weigh on it. The button on the right is the units, so this is what you use to switch between grams, ounces, pounds and ounces, or milliliters. The display is nice and bright. However, you do have to sort of be right over the display. Once you get to an angle, it's kind of difficult to read it from an angle. So typically when you're cooking, you are going to be right over it, so that's really not a huge issue. Now you can see also right now there is a reading on the scale. Maybe you can't see it because of the aforementioned angle problem. But let me just tip my camera a little bit so you can see that there is a reading on there. So I'm going to push the button once to tare it out, and it'll zero out now. I just happen to have an avocado here, so we'll put that on there, and that measures 243 grams. So I do have another scale here that we use, and I'm going to just turn this one on. Just see if we get a similar reading here. There's my avocado. And that measures 242 grams. Sometimes where you place it on the pad can make a little difference. So that measures 243 that time. And we'll try the Mira one more time. 243. So they're within a gram of each other, and I think that is, for in kitchen purposes, that is going to be plenty accurate. So all in all, I think it's a very nice little scale, very diminutively sized, yet large enough to handle most things you'd be measuring. 5.5 inches wide and about 7 1/4 inches long, and measures just a little less than 1/2 inch thick. So it's quite a nice little scale. The only other caveat, two things that I'll mention. First of all, the buttons do have sort of a cutout here, and there's this little sort of piece of plastic that wraps around the edge of the button. I am a little concerned about liquids running into there because that would make it quite difficult to clean, and therefore you'd worry about bacteria getting in there. So if you're putting anything wet on this, you might want to use a plate, tear it out, and then put the item on the plate rather than risk getting stuff in here. The other thing is, as I've mentioned, it is a little difficult to read unless you're right over it, but it is very bright. So I think it's a nice little scale. If you have any questions about it, just leave me a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and have a great day.